You have a 3-month-old baby boy that just seems to keep getting sick, and you're thinking it has something to do with the fact that you have other small children in the home that have been sick, and it sounds like you yourself too, so I'm sorry about that. But it is very common for illnesses to spread from person to person in a family because most viruses and bacteria are spread through contact. Some are airborne, especially like take the cold, for example. This is spread so easily. If someone coughs or sneezes, then the germs get onto a surface and then someone else comes along and innocently touches it, then touches their face, and all of a sudden they're infected. Or sometimes they get coughed and sneezed on by their siblings. They share utensils, they share drinks, and the infection spreads. You're doing well to think, though, about decontaminating commonly touched surfaces in your home, and you want to know if there are certain products that are better than another. There are so many different cleaning products on the market that are designed to kill most of the bacteria that commonly lives in a person's house, bacteria and viruses. So just pick one that's within your budget and that fits your needs, and it should do the trick. Look for things like handrails, doorknobs, countertops, purses, cell phones, tablets, all of those things that people touch on a regular basis. Make sure they're disinfected. When you're talking about kids, it's helpful to disinfect toys and to wash sheets and bedding and clothes too when someone has been sick. Also the bathroom, if someone's had a stomach bug in your home, you want to make sure to clean that well too. In addition to cleaning your home, one of the most important things that you can do is instill good hand washing habits in your children. Make sure that they're washing their hands frequently, especially after using the bathroom, coughing, sneezing, touching tissues, any of that. And teach them to scrub their hands for 10 to 15 seconds at least by singing like the ABCs or the happy birthday song. Warm water, soap, scrub them down, dry thoroughly. And if you're out and about and not able to wash, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Here's the deal with ear infections. An ear infection is usually a secondary infection, meaning that in most circumstances, someone gets a cold and then it turns into an ear infection. And so by hand washing and decontaminating commonly touched surfaces in your home, then you're trying to reduce the spread of the cold and hopefully ear infections as well. Other things that you can do to prevent ear infections are to avoid smoking. So if you or your partner smoke, even secondhand smoke can cause issues. And so if your own health wasn't a good enough reason to quit, then let your children's health be a good enough reason. If you're breastfeeding your baby, that too will help to reduce the risk of ear infections because you're passing antibodies through the breast milk that are priceless to your baby at this young age. And also, when your baby's old enough, have him get a flu shot during the next flu season and stay up to date on all of his immunizations. Another common spread of ear infections is bacterial growth in bottles, and so if he is bottle fed at all, make sure that those are cleaned thoroughly and sanitized on a regular basis. Other than that, if you suspect that your child is sick or has an ear infection, be sure to have him seen, especially because he's so young. And after the doctor performs an exam and asks you more specific questions, they'll decide if treatment is necessary. Keep in mind that as your children grow, it's normal for them to get frequent infections. In fact, kids get like 6 to 9 colds a year, and it's because they haven't been exposed to these things before, so their body is building up a defense against them. And adults get like maybe 3 to 5 a year, and that's because we've been exposed to more things, and so we get sick less. If you feel like your kids are constantly sick, especially during the winter months, you're probably right. And as they get older, it should get a little bit better. Good luck with everything, and if you have more questions for me in the future, please feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.